Hey, it's Nintendo Sony Freak 2011 here, aka MannyTendoWolverine. You guys know the rest of the intros and outros towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, Odyssey, any other social media platforms you guys can think of. So, I usually don't do videos on Saturday, Sunday, so since I'm doing on Saturday, I probably won't do videos on Sunday, Monday instead. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, playing a little music in the background. It's on the Balan's Wonderworld series, so I'm going to be talking about that because it happened on us about a day or two ago. People, these kids and teenagers I get in Japan, they had epileptic seizures off of this shit, which is pretty sad. Not the first time I talked about it. I talked about them in 2019, almost 2 years ago. Anyways, links down below. They're going to be hearing that a few times. So it says, Sony, first one, Ghost of Tsushima. This came out almost 3 days ago. They said they greenlit a Ghost of Tsushima official live-action movie led by John Wick's director. This one's from Video Games Chronicles. March 25th. I thought it was the 26th. Oh, well, so it's almost 2 days ago. So it's from Andy Robertson from VGC, Video Game Chronicles. So yeah, there's that, and this old Final Fantasy stuff. It's pretty crazy. Mobile games from Slash Guy. I heard about it on Wednesday though. I don't know why they reposted it 2 months later. So let's start. Sony's PlayStation production subsidiaries is developing through the film of John Wick's Chad. Let's say this right. Steckelheap. Tasked to directors. Game developers Sucker Punch will serve as an executive producer, along with Stekashik, hopefully I'm saying that right, Alex Young and Jason Spitz through their company's 8711 Entertainment. Says, quote, "We're excited to be partnering with Chad and 8711 Entertainment to bring the vision of Jin's story to big screen PlayStation Studio," and said Assad Quizabit said via Deadline. Anyways, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick. Oh, dude, I can't believe this should happen. I don't know if I want to do a reaction to this. I may or may not. We'll see. It's from VidMax. So it said, Twitch streamers gets assaulted by his drunken dad for unpaid rent. Some pretty sad shit, man. I don't know if I want to do a reaction to that. If I do, it'll probably be on BitChute, Brighteon, and Odyssey. Maybe Rumble, too. So there's that. So let's continue. It says, quote, guys, this goes to Tsushima live action shit. The quote, we love working with the creative partners. Of course, I love working with creative partners. I'm not surprised. It's pretty wild stuff, honestly. Ay, ay, ay. So, here we go. Some more shit. Games. Music. It says, oh yeah. Sure, we create rich adaptations for exciting fans and new audiences. The Ghost of Tsushima movie will mark the second film to come out in the partnership between Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions. With Uncharted currently in post-production, set to release February 11, 2022. Oh, it's going to be next year. I'm not surprised. Let's move on. Ghost of Tsushima, released in July 2020 and became an immediate sales success. The game centers around Samurai Jin Sakai, the last surviving member of his clan, who must wage a war against the Mongols and free the island of Tsushima. The open-world PS4 action game sold throughout more than 2.4 million copies globally in the first 3 days of sales, according to Sony, which marks a new record for an original IP launch. On Thursday, developer Sucker Punch claimed that Ghost of Tsushima has now sold more than 6.5 million copies, and half of the players have finished the game. In January, the popularity of PlayStation led to the fans by helping raise more than 260 grand. Wow. To rebuild a shrine of a real island. That's wild that they actually go through to that really awesome badass shit. Really beautiful creativity. So let's move on. The island of Tsushima later is announced and leads behind the PlayStation game director Nate Fox and creative director Jason Connell, who the honor as a permanent tourism ambassador. It says Ghost of Tsushima is going on big screen. We're huge fans of Chad. I don't even know how to say this dude's name right. Stanhelski? I can't wait to see his take on Jin's journey. Which isn't a complex last name, I don't know why. Game director Nate Fox told the news, the idea of translating our game into a new medium is now exciting, and we are intrigued the possibilities to think that we could sit to the theaters one day watching Jin Sakai and up to the big screen is amazing. We're all relieved to his tense transformations in a ghost town from a whole new voyage of the vantage points. He added that, quote, we are happy to partner with Sony Pictures to make this happen. And Jin is a very good hands-on with film director Chad Stanhelski, hopefully I'm saying that right, created something special with John Wick. This quote, his vision for what this could be, backed up by years of experience, combined with the creative, some of the finest action scenes ever created. If anyone could bring that to life in a razor-sharp tension of Jin's Katana Combat. It's Chad Stahelski. PlayStation Productions was formed by Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt its original game properties in films and TV. Sony's reported developing 3 other movies and 7 TV shows based on PlayStation games, including Uncharted film starring Tom Holland, HBO's The Last of Us series. Yep, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I already talked about that Last of Us series, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and I'm real hyped out, excited for this thing. I just hope there's not no political garbage, left, right, all right bullshit that's going to be in there. I really hope it's not. I really want to see it. It's the same dude that made the John Wick series, and then the other movie just made Nobody last year, which I just finished watching yesterday. Super epic, badass, sick movie. And God, there was no politics thrown into that shit. None of this fucking SJW crap was in it, thank God. There's a lot of badass action going on, and there's a few Freemason symbols, but other than that, it's still awesome. But here we go. Balan's Wonderland. As you can hear the music in the background I'm playing. Unfortunately, the final boss has possibility of causing serious. Yeah, before I get into this, I don't know why this final boss dude, to me personally, he looks like, and you guys already know I'm an old school Pokemon fan, and I still like the new one. He always looks like this Roserade thing. I don't know what it is. He looks exactly like Roserade's character. I don't know why. I don't know if they got this inspiration from the Pokemon series or not, because his face looks exactly like a Roserade. I don't know why. Like, or not even completely like Roserade too. It's mixed with Roserade and this thing right here from the older, I think it was Skyward Sword, or I don't remember where it was from. Yeah, I think it was Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, I think. Girahim. If Girahim and Roserade would have a baby, this is what its baby would look like. This final boss looks exactly like him. I don't know what it is. It just looks like him. But yeah, let's start. It says, unfortunately, it's causing possibility of seizures. So it says, this comes from Brian and E from Nintendo Everything. It's been a while since I read from them. So Square Enix has issued a statement saying that the Day 1 patch takes care of this issue. Read the full statement here. So this is the older original thing. So it says, ahead of Balan's Wonderland, released tomorrow, which came almost 2 days ago. 3 days, who knows. Players should be aware that the final boss is physically dangerous. Unfortunately, due to the graphics and effects that appear on the screen, it may cost you. It just reminds me of that whole thing when I was a 90s kid, 1998, 99, when Pokemon came out. Oh, everyone blamed Porygon for all the little kids in Japan having almost 1 million seizures over there, which is real sad if that was true. I think it might have been over-exaggerated in my opinion, but let's move on. We are also hearing that even though there aren't photosensitive epileptics that may find troublesome to watch. As mentioned in Game Informer, which shows, quote, it's not just using flashing effects, but it has rapid series of white backgrounds flashes. As quote, we've included a video of the action below, but we advise from watching it at this point. Square Enix has said that they will be patching at Balan's Wonderworld launch. Hopefully something that addresses this soon very well. Yeah. Once again, overall thoughts, views, and opinions from Square Enix. I know they're a lot more bigger for Final Fantasy stuff compared to a lot of their other IPs, and I guess Kingdom Hearts too was one of the only ones I really liked from Square Enix was Kingdom Hearts series more than Final Fantasy. You already know I don't really give a rat's butt about that series, even if they have real beautiful, amazing waifu chicks on there. I'm not gonna lie, because they're very, very OP. Fine as hell. But yeah, it's a damn shame it had to happen to this character. He just, I don't know if this is a dude or a chick, or they're gonna do that non-binary shit, LGBTQ plus stuff. If they do, hey, it is what it is. I don't care. As long as they don't shove any of those agendas down people's throats, I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's the same. I swear I can't get him out of my head to look like this though, man. I don't know why he looks exactly like the fucking Rosary. I can't get that out of my head. It's weird. And that's probably one of my probably top 20 favorite poison types, more than grass types. So, yeah. I know I really don't like talking about Final Fantasy, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So it says it's a mobile game remake. Okay. And this came from a few days ago, but it says it's from February last month. I don't know why. Let's start. So it's Final Fantasy. Alright. This is abbreviated Final Fantasy 7 or FFVII. At times, perhaps one of the most iconic games of franchises cited. Yeah, so it's from Slash Gear, like I just said. Yeah. Spans decades and generations of consoles. After decades of waiting, fans are getting their dream in remakes, but also cruelly. They still have to wait again until the subsequent parts of the saga is in the meantime. However, Square Enix wants to be distracted by the fans, or wants the fans to be distracted. Distract the fans. It's a weird ass sentence, sir. On mobile spin-offs, including that could be possibly considered spoiler for the entire games. I'm only going to read half of this article. You guys can read the rest of the room. Final Fantasy VII is actually already available on mobile, but it's at a strange outlook. Hopefully I'm saying right. Outport. There we go. Of the original PlayStation series version of the game. Given how large the remake is, mobile games probably won't ever see not one is ported to the smartphones, so they will still at least be able to get an appetizer of some of the lore surrounding even more the two Final Fantasy mobile 7 games. 7 mobile games announced that caters to two types of gamers. On the other hand, you have Final Fantasy 7 the First Soldier, yes, in all caps, which is a battle royale dressed up as Final Fantasy 7 game, but if you put on the boots of a soldier candidate at least before Shinra tainted their name, taking just out of their guns like materia as well. A soldier in the training, yeah. So there's that, and then you got the other one there too. You guys could read the rest of this on your own. I'm not going to go through all this shit. To get overall thoughts and opinions, I never really cared about the game, even if it has nice graphics and nice series. Now it's going to be a battle royale. I could give way less of a shit about this series at all, period. Especially hardcore Final Fantasy fans that grew up in the 90s, early 2000s like I did. Even though I wasn't a hardcore fan, I just grew up in the 90s. I was fans of older stuff like Crash, Spyro, and Rayman and all those sort of things. And still a lot of Nintendo stuff too. The Yoshi series, the Metroid series, Legend of Zelda series, etc. Pokemon series, obviously. And Donkey Kong, etc. I think a little bit of F-Zero too. So that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links to the description box down below. Cartel, no sign them out. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen. Famous and famous as always. Talk to Zinky. I'll see you when I see you guys a day of good night, wherever you're out there. Stay tuned more future content, including videos of industry news, anime news, internet news, reaction review segment videos on Torch Issue Drama News. I still might do that reaction about the kid getting abused by his dad. I don't know. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Ladies and gentlemen. See y'all some people on the flip side. Roger. Peace. See you next week.